Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Decide a different me, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another exciting edition of the Sports Report Podcast. Let me go ahead and bring on everybody. Appreciate that, sir. Let me go ahead and bring everybody on. First, here's my co-host, the man who has forgot more baseball than I will ever know. My man, 7-7. What's going on? How you doing, brother?
What's up, buddy? Glad to be here. That mic sounds cheaper than a couple of my ex-girlfriends. Just gonna throw that out there.
Oh man, I got dared to do this. So I figure I just can't pass up on a good dare. I just can't pass up on a good dare. So I did it. It's here. It's being recorded. You can clip it. So I don't know if I'll do this again, but hey, first time for everything. Let me go ahead and bring my man Ando on. Ando, what's up?
What up, everybody? How we doing tonight?
How you doing, man? What's going on with
you? You know what? I would be doing better if the Bulls were not looking like people trying to hump a doorknob. With their decision makings in their front office. Like, you made it to the play-in tournament, so that institutes a 4-year extension. I wonder what happens if he doesn't make it to the playoffs at all. Does he get like a 2-year extension and free grub at the Chicago Dogs place? Like, what are you doing, Billy? Why are you getting your extension?
We talked about it this morning. Who in the world decide? Why did management make this decision? I mean, if you take away what he did in college, he's done nothing.
Nope, he has not. It makes absolutely no sense. None.
Nope. Not at all.
At all.
Makes no sense. I'm pissed. We can't move on. We can't move forward. We have no alpha male on this team.
Nope.
So, hey, it is what it is. We'll talk more about that later. The first thing I did want to go ahead and talk about tonight is the passing of Hulk Hogan. Let me start with you, Ando. What were your thoughts about the passing of Hulk Hogan?
So, it's as a person who came back to the wrestling world because of Hogan and knowing what Hogan meant to society, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. I'm trying to look at this as unbiased as possible. I want to say that Hogan lifted the world when it comes to professional wrestling. You can't talk about the influx of WrestleMania. You can't talk about the wrestling history without Hulk Hogan. Now, was Hogan perfect? Absolutely not. You could actually make the hard argument that as much as Hogan lifted up lifted up the business and made the business known worldwide, he did as much to almost destroy it. Besides holding back Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in WWF, then going to WCW and having everything written in his contract of creative control and, oh, that doesn't work for me, brother, and oh no, you can't do that to me. I can't be made to look weak, or no, I'm not going to put any of the new guys over. I think there is a level you can't look at this with rose tinted glasses, right? Yeah. Hogan, behind the scenes of wrestling and as a person, there's so much that you can say to hate the guy. That being said, the dude just died. I would like to hope that most of his family is in mourning. And if people had an issue, they should have brought it up before he passed. I'm going to try and take the high road in this situation and say, I'm going to miss what he brought to the fans when he showed up. My favorite match of all time will still always be Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania 18. Just talking about the match, the first minute of Dwayne and Terry staring at each other and then doing the very classic look one way, then look the other.
Yep.
As the fans lose their minds over the match that they never thought was going to happen, that will always stay in my mind as a wrestling fan of, I don't know if Hogan could have done that. I don't know if anybody else could have brought that level between Hogan and The Rock. Hogan and Cena, or Rock and Cena tried, but I don't think it had the same kind of feel to it.
Right.
Hogan and Rock did what nobody else had done up to that point. That being said, I'm going to miss the guy on a professional standpoint. Do I make fun of Hogan when I see his beer commercials because the dude was desperate for money? I always make fun of those beer commercials. Rock, get some, brother. But at the end of the day, the dude's dead. And it's unfortunate we lost a person most people will put on their Mount Rushmore of wrestling. That's what I'm going to say at it. Do I have some choice words about the type of person Hogan was behind the scenes and as a human being? Absolutely. But I'm going to try and keep this as professional as possible and say we lost a wrestling legend today. And that's all I'm going to say.
Before you go, Seven, let me go ahead and bring my man John on. John, what's up? Oh, it didn't come up. Hold on. I had the stage up on it. There we go.
What's up with it, guys?
What up, John?
What's up, John?
Ain't nothing.
Real
Big
quick.
John in the house.
What's up, Sajin? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Damien? Welcome to the stream. Sir, I'm certainly more than welcome to say that.
So as Damien said, Rhino Steinberg did pass away today, Cubs legend. We'll talk about him when we get to the baseball segment. I'm pretty much, I'm in the same position as Ando. I respect, I'm one of those, right? I have the ability to respect the art and separate that from the artist. Terry was a dick. Terry was not a great person.
No,
like it's not hard to say that, and for most people to understand that, yeah, he wasn't great. There were times that it felt like he lived in roid rage, like that. That's just the way it felt sometimes with him. But Hogan is a performer, the character, amazing. So the loss of the character, I mourn. I feel bad for the family that actually cared for him, that they lost a person that they care about. He probably had grandkids that didn't know how much of a dick he used to be. I feel bad for them. But do I think Brooke Hogan probably feels a little safer? Yeah.
Yep. Suffice to say.
Terry was not great, but I'm with Ando. I mourn the loss of Hulk Hogan, not the person.
Right. Any thoughts, John, on the passing of Hulk Hogan?
I said that they're both absolutely fucking right. I ain't gonna lie and say like I'm in mourning. Was I a
a NWO Hulkamania fan as a kid? Absolutely, I was. Especially the NWO Hogan, the Wolfpack, like Scott Hall, Kevin. Oh man, yeah, you couldn't tell them shit, man.
Oh yeah,
Like
facts.
that was. This is the high road I'm taking, by the way, just like you guys. But that's what I was a fan of. Like, oh, the
There
fact
you
that
go.
hey,
There you
my
go.
man's
There you go. Hey, there you
okay,
go.
okay. I mean the fact that you know, you see a wrestler, most of these guys they worn out by the end of a good match. Hulk had that, that psycho mentality, like, oh shit, like that person. I don't think they ever gave that character really to anybody else in terms of like, oh shit, I'm hulking out, like you can't stop me, even though he had the worst finishing move of all time. I'm just
The
fucking
worst.
saying,
Well,
the
you can make an argument
worst
that the elbow
fucking
drop was
finishing
worse.
move I've ever seen.
You can make
God
the
damn,
argument.
I mean, granted, he's a big guy. Hey, some thigh meat to the chin is crazy. But like I said, I take the high road and I'll say what I loved about the actual wrestler, not the person. So I mean, maybe about 6 or 7 episodes from now, we'll probably cook them, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but right now, hey man, I mean, like I say, long live the Wolfpack, man. That was something I look forward to. What was that, Monday nights too? Yeah, they
Yep.
both was
Monday
competing on Monday
WCW Monday
nights.
night.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
they both were
Monday
competing on
night.
Monday nights,
Monday Night Wars. Yep.
Yep.
and then they actually end up showing up on WWF, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken. So,
Royal Rumble 2002, I think, was the night that the NWO debuted in WWE. Well,
hmm
WWF at the time.
right.
So,
Yeah, that whole Ventura thing that takes it to a whole other level. A
yeah.
whole other level with
That
Ventura.
that was Terry though. That wasn't. I
No, it
mean,
wasn't
Yeah,
Hogan.
like you said, that was Terry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
there's and that's the difference. Like, yes, Hogan exists because of what Terry did.
Yeah.
Completely agree with that. But the character is different than the person.
Right.
Harry Potter exists in our mind in such a realistic form because of how Daniel Radcliffe played him.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
if Daniel Radcliffe came out tomorrow in a Nazi uniform with Mein Kampf in his hand and said, "I hate the Jews," I
Yeah.
can still see Harry Potter separate
Yeah.
from the fact that Daniel Radcliffe has become a total, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a
Mm.
different thing there. And so I just, there is a way to separate it.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
I will say, Damien, I think he ruined more of Bret Hart. Bret Hart should have had a push at WrestleMania 9. And we can make the argument that after WrestleMania 9, Bret Hart should have held the title way past SummerSlam. But because Hogan didn't want to do the politics to Bret Hart, didn't want Bret Hart to look as strong as he did, and more importantly, didn't want to drop the belt to Hart at SummerSlam, which is why he gave it up to
Mm.
Yokozuna. And Yokozuna took the title into SummerSlam and lost it.
Hell.
I will say
No,
you
that
can
goes
you
over
can argue
anything.
that. I mean, Shawn Michaels, there was supposed to be a 3-match kind of setup in 2005, but we only got the one matchup at SummerSlam that Hogan won, which I will absolutely agree that Shawn Michaels played that perfectly, acting like an absolute dick and overselling everything that Hogan did in that SummerSlam match. I think it was 2006 SummerSlam. Where every time Michaels gets hit, he does a flip and rolls out of the ring and oversells everything. That match there goes to show just how much of an iron grasp that Hogan had. And again, I'm not going to take anything away from what Hogan did in the ring, but as a person, Terry is different than Hogan. I'm trying to separate the two. So
My thing is this. Probably the greatest moment I remember was when Hogan slammed Andre.
yep.
Mhm.
Remember that to a T. But you want to talk about ruining people's careers? He did it twice to Bret because he did it in WCW too. And when you go back and you look at it, Luger beat him for the world title on a Monday Night Nitro. You know how long Luger held the belt? Held the belt for a week. Then he
I was
turned
about to
around
say
and
it wasn't long, boy.
he held it for a week, and then he jobbed it right back to Hogan.
Dare we not forget about the finger poke of doom?
Facts. Facts.
So,
And then
all
there's
to put the
certain,
belt back on Hogan. So,
and then they what Jeff Jarrett did in WCW laid
yep.
down for him.
Bash of the
Kevin,
Beach 2000. What was it? Bash of the Beach 2001?
2001,
Good old Jeff
2002.
Jarrett.
Yeah,
No, it was
man.
2001 because
yeah.
Great guy.
WCW went out of business in 2002. Because that was the night that Hogan called Vince Russo on the mic in the middle of the ring. Because it was at
Mhm.
Daytona Beach's Ocean Center,
Mhm.
across the street from the boardwalk, where
remember
Hogan went, "Is this your doing, Russo? That's why this company's in the damn shape it is because of bullshit like this." And then looks at Jarrett straight up and says, "Get up, brother." And Jarrett goes, "Nope." And then Hogan just 1 foot on, 1, 2, 3. We never saw Hogan again in a WCW ring.
If he had his way, he would have killed TNA.
Yep.
Yeah,
If
he
he
tried
had
to.
his way, yeah. But
Like
the thing-
like I said, there's so many. With every good memory that we have
Jeff
of
Jarrett
Hogan,
was a big piece of TNA.
yeah. Well, it was a big piece of shit because I like boobs and booties, but yeah, no,
Where you
It's
going with
like
this endo?
TNA baby, TNA, yeah.
Okay.
But the
Let me
thing,
let it go.
the thing with Hogan, man, a lot of stuff. Because if you were, if him, he didn't look at Brett and Shawn because they were smaller wrestlers. He didn't think they were
Yeah.
worthy
Yeah.
of
I mean,
losing.
Well,
you
hell, look
don't
at
realize
WrestleMania.
how big Hogan was,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, look at WrestleMania 6. I mean, it should have been a clean cut win for Ultimate Warrior, and you watch
Mhm,
as the ref down
mhm.
at 3,
Yep.
Hogan for no reason just kicks out. Like, oh no, that was 200. That was like 2.4444. Like, nah, dude. But man, just stay down, Hogan. Stay down.
In the meanwhile, though, we had his contemporary over in WCW and Ric Flair that's putting everybody over.
Yeah.
Everybody over. If it
Can we
was
just
good,
can
if
we
it was
just
good
say
for
that?
business, Rick did it.
Can we just say that for all the high filing, profiling, jet riding, son of a gun, for all the shit that Flair did, Flair is living longer than most of these living legends in wrestling.
Yep.
How? Like,
Hey,
Yep.
how?
Kevin Nash too.
I don't
Yeah.
still Ric Flair take the cake when it
Did
comes
He
did did Ric
does.
to
Flair's
drugs and
did Ric Flair's
just pure
penis of every
health
woman that he
issues.
slept with steal life? Is that what happened? Like with all the women that he slept with, he gained like an extra year in life. Is that what's going on? Steroids takes away your years of life. Having sex gives you your life back. That's what happened.
If that was true, I'd have died 6 months ago.
No, because you don't take steroids. So now, if masturbation was killing lives, you'd already be dead, sir.
I'd have died at like 12 years old. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I'd have died a little younger than that.
I'm sorry. What's masturbation?
I got exposed way too early, boy.
Oh my god! But here's the thing with
And
me.
the-
I'm
and
just
the-
telling
Go ahead, Will.
But here's the thing with me, and again, his reluctance to always give himself creative control just killed me. It just killed
you.
me.
Yeah.
It
there's
made
no
me-
value in it.
And see, I
No.
wasn't old enough to see it at that time. So,
Then,
but then when you get older, like you
Yep.
start realizing shit.
Like, you
but like
start
at
to
the age I
understand-
was, you just think
And
it's
then-
excitement. You know,
Yeah.
you don't realize he's shitting on other
Cornering the
people.
market. Yeah.
and
No,
then y'all
'cause that-
do,
Yeah.
and then y'all do remember, he went into a bunch of matches. The match. Let me think if I can think of that one match he had. I can't think of it right now. It was a it was WCW, and no, it was. I can't remember it, but I know there were certain dudes he wouldn't work with. I thought he was going to work with Ricky Steamboat. Nope. I thought he was going to work with Madness over in TNA. I thought he was going to work with one of the Hardys over in TNA. Nope. It just him being there and having that same control his whole career was just sick.
Yeah.
It was just sick.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen anybody have creative control like that since SmackDown Triple H.
I would argue Reign of Terror Raw Triple H when he was holding the
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Championship. I would say that's probably the last time.
Yeah.
Because I can argue that his match with Booker T at WrestleMania 19, Booker really should have won that match.
He should have.
With all the momentum that Booker had, and it took Booker like 4 years to recover from that loss at WrestleMania.
I get the second loss because Triple H was coming off an injury.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah. No.
Just as a performer, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you're gonna be missed. But
yeah.
As a person, nah, man.
We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
Man.
Hulk Hogan, rest in peace. Terry Bollea.
I pray it's not hot.
And to make it so bad, he's from my city.
No, what's really bad, John, is when I found out that he passed away, I put a voice chat in our sports report where it's Macho Man's getting beat down by all the bad guys in heaven. Good God, Macho Man needs backup. And then Hogan's music, Real American, plays, and it's, oh my God, it's Hogan at the pearly gates. Dear God, Hogan's here. The last person they ever expected to make it to heaven is here. And I'm like, he's probably not there. So,
but Macho Man had issues with him too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Macho Man blames him for the divorce with Miss Elizabeth.
No. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely no. And here's the thing. And I want to be very clear on this. This is a mental health issue.
Okay.
Chris Benoit had issues and needed mental help. Terry completely turned it down multiple times. His favorite smell was fucking cocaine, and he had more experience with needles than your average fucking nurse. There is a very big difference here. Chris Benoit in the ring, I would take Chris Benoit in the ring over Hulk Hogan.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Chris Benoit in the ring was
Chris
fucking
Benoit,
magical.
Performer?
Yes.
Oh,
performer.
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
Performer.
The performer.
Now, I get that he had his issues, but it was mental health issues, and nobody wanted to talk about that in the fucking 90s and the early 2000s. And it was
but
a
you can
snowball.
see it on Benoit, man. Like he just I don't know, man. Just looking back at it, you could see that he was trouble.
He was. No, but what we should be putting in the MLB, or I'm sorry, in the WWE Hall of Fame is the character, because you can look through all of those motherfuckers, the performer that played the character, and find problems. All of them. We're gonna criticize China because she was in Playboy. Without rectifying the fact that she was without
pretty good, man.
Acknowledging the fact that she would have the reason that she
I found him.
The reason that the women's division looked somewhat decent in the Attitude Era was because of China. She was an amazing performer.
The leader in them came right after that, but yeah.
We should be recognizing characters. Yes, that means Mick Foley's in there 3-4 times. Don't care. I'm a big Mick Foley fan. I take it.
Love
Mankind.
Dude love Mankind, Captain Jack. We should not be putting the person. Because and the reason why I argue this is when we look at every other Hall of Fame across sports, the NFL Hall of Fame, it's not a vessel for morality. We're not putting these guys in because they're good people. They were a good player. We're putting in the player, not the person.
Right.
Across the rest of sports, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We understand there is some scripting involved with
WWE.
WWE.
Should have been in, but they took him a long time.
But
over nothing.
Yes, I understand that WWE has some scripting to it, but these guys are still performers. They still have to work out. It is still, to an extent, a sport.
They still go in there and bust their ass for their job.
So there is no reason that we should not look at the WWE Hall of Fame any different than the NFL, MLB, NBA, or any of the others. Chris Benoit should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and I will stand on that hill.
Yep.
Fabulous Moolah, Ric Flair, Hogan, Austin, and Snickers should be Hall of Famers if Chris can't be in there.
I would argue.
I was gonna say
should be.
Austin was a dick. He wasn't a horrible person. There's a difference. Terry was a horrible person. Ric Flair, his favorite smell was also cocaine.
No, his
Um,
favorite smell was ladies' panties. That was his
Yeah,
favorite smell.
yeah.
That too. Like if there was cocaine on ladies' panties, like that was just a solid start
It
for him.
was Gucci
Um,
hair. That's crazy.
Jimmy Snuka,
Yeah.
I'm with Fabulous Moolah and Ric Flair. I have more. I understand more.
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuka and Austin, not so much. I'm not saying Snuka was perfect because I know he wasn't the best person either. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
But we can't. You're right though. We can't hold those guys to a different standard when you hold Chris Benoit because Chris Benoit was fucking great in the ring.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
He definitely
He
was.
didn't need to have a 20-minute promo like fucking The Rock or CM Punk. He said what he needed to say. He was an intimidating man. He looked
Yeah.
the part that he was supposed
He
to.
was always
And
ready
one
to
of the
fight.
best,
Always.
one of the best fucking heels out of the Attitude Era that does not get the credit he deserves.
I'll argue
Chris
and say
Benoit
Chris,
absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame.
I would make an argument
And the
say
best
that
tap out maneuver. One
Yeah.
of them.
Yes.
Bret
Yeah,
Hart,
the
Bret Hart's was
crossface.
top tier for me, but Chris Benoit was a smooth second.
I will make an argument and say that Chris Benoit was a better face than he was a better heel. And he didn't need to talk because he did his talking in the ring. Like his ring performance, like a dream match for me would be Benoit versus Daniel Bryan. Like that.
Oh,
a 30-minute
that would
match
be
between
great.
Daniel Bryan and Chris Benoit. That would be an amazing match. That's a night 2 WrestleMania main event.
His
absolutely
his best of 7 with Booker
Yep.
and WCW was just sick.
Yeah. Them matches he had with the yeah. Or him
He
and
was
Guerrero
great.
would
I
go
love
at it.
watching
Oh,
him
man.
with Booker. Like that was some performance based shit. Like that was fucking art.
That's chemistry.
It is. He
Serious
and Booker
chemistry.
worked so fucking well together. And that's one of the things that frustrates me about Benoit not being in the Hall of Fame. I understand what he did. I'm not trying to minimize that.
Right.
Again, we're not putting the person into the Hall of Fame. We're putting the fucking character.
We're putting in the crippler.
Yep.
We're putting in the crippler. We're not putting in Chris Benoit the person.
Yeah.
I can understand what you're talking about.
Can understand that for sure. All right. Anybody else got anything about Hulk Hogan for we? Oh, I do want to say this. Is it kind of funny on the SmackDown 10 bell salute for Hogan? Wasn't no brothers in that front row?
Actually, there was a black person in the row this morning. It was Naomi, but she was the only black person in that front row.
I didn't see Naomi.
Yep, Naomi was in the red next to Gunther.
I saw somebody tonight in the second row.
No, Naomi was in the front row next to Gunther.
I saw somebody tonight in the second row when they did it on Raw.
Yeah.
So, but at least they gave the man his flowers. I'll give him that, and we'll go from here. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some NFL. Oh, wait a second.
I'm sorry you're crippled, Damien.
Oh, that's fucking
Who is
great.
crippled? I stand with
Yeah,
That's fucking great.
That sounds like something I would
That's
say.
great.
Damien.
That's great, man. Dad, that's
Oh
great.
shit.
But I do want to go over to the NFL for a few things. It looks like the Shamar Stewart standoff with the Bengals is over, as he did sign his rookie deal without that contract language. Guys, is it just me, or was this whole thing with Stewart was about the Bengals trying to exert their power over their draftee?
Mm-hmm.
Is it not?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The Bengals, I say this as a white guy. I don't mean to offend the two black people, but the Bengals run their organization like a slave plantation. I'm sorry. There's no other way around it. Mike Brown is old enough. He was around when slavery was there.
It is. No, you're 100% right, John. Most of the NFL does that, and the reason that I was so behind what Shamar was doing and standing his ground is because if he lets them screw him over, then the other teams are going to start following suit, screwing over these other.
If he ever went anywhere else, that could follow him.
Yep. And I don't. So and sometimes you gotta. One of such country songs I used to love listening to a lot when I was a kid had the line, "You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything."
Yep.
Aaron Tippin.
And I was Aaron Tippett's song, and I love that saying just in general. And I'm so happy for him that he got what he deserved, a 4-year guaranteed contract, and fully guaranteed contract.
Mhm.
And the Bengals realized that he wasn't playing. And I hope that all the other kids that are coming up, that are currently in college right now and before, that are looking at what he went through, understand the importance of standing your ground, reading your contract, and making sure you have an agent that's going to actually advise you.
Do their job. Right.
Do their job. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're gonna end up getting screwed.
Yep.
Facts.
And that's a hard position to be in. I get these kids got NIL deals now and stuff, but like I said, you go into the NFL, like it's like they can offer you, a deal, what, 30, 40 mil, you a rookie. You ain't never seen 30, 40 mil.
No.
Nope.
So to stand your ground that way and try to get most of what you deserve. You might not get all, but you got most of what you deserve. Hey, man. Now let your plan speak for the rest of you.
Right.
So,
Right.
Absolutely.
It's good to see him. It's good to see him stand up for himself and do his thing. The other thing I wanted to get into, and I thought this was kind of weird. Christian Wilkins
Oh
released.
my God.
He got released by the Raiders for kissing a teammate on the forehead.
say what?
He kissed his teammate on the
Oh, but here's the
forehead.
thing: there is video. When he was in college, he was getting handsy. Like like a couple of times, like he was grabbing like the
Are we
taint region
Dwight
of the guy.
Howard handsy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm talking like aggressive cuddling
Carl
during a
Lewis?
tackle. Carl Lewis, yeah.
Oh.
Like close, yeah. Like
my
there was
gosh.
somebody posted a video where I think it's on NFL memes on Facebook.
NFL
A
memes.
clip of Christian Wilkinson
When he was at
in
Clemson
college.
against Ohio State?
Yes. And
Yes,
he kept
I saw
he was like literally reached his hand into this guy's team. Like, you got to buy this guy dinner
He's
first.
out here
before you
playing
grab him.
grab ass on the
Oh,
football
he
field.
He's
was
trying to
yeah.
get fitted for
Yeah.
a glove, bro. Like, he's getting fitted for a glove. That's how deep he's in.
Nah, bro. I mean,
So,
if you're gonna be gay,
damn.
be gay, but
Damn.
don't do stuff like that to people on the football field, man.
At least he
You
didn't.
can't just be out here harassing people.
At least he didn't try. At least he didn't dry up his teammate like Jalen Green.
I'm sure nobody would have
I'm
had a
trying to
problem
be
if he'd have
good
said
tonight.
no homo afterwards. Like, but he didn't
Nah.
say no homo.
Hey,
so
but
he
here's
got
the
a
thing. Here's the thing.
I doubt it.
No homo doesn't work all the time. You grab
No.
somebody's
Nah,
taint, there's a
it
lot of
don't.
homo in there.
You grab another
All the
man's
time.
butt
Yeah.
and they're not gay, and then and you still say no? No, it don't work.
Nope.
All right. Next thing I want to talk about in the NFL, the
Nothing like a
Cowboys
woman's
signed.
butt.
The next thing, Cowboys signed tight end Jake Ferguson to a contract extension, but not Michael Parsons. Jerry Jones, what the hell are you doing, brother? What you doing?
Jerry Jones is trying to figure out why he's not getting a call back from Michael Parsons. That's part of the problem. Jerry Jones doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Jerry Jones is like if Joe Biden and Vince McMahon had a love child.
Damn.
He's going to exploit everybody for his own wishes. He's going to think that he has an unbeatable brand when it is beatable if you don't actually manage it correctly. He's going to get rid of talent that distracts from the brand, even though the talent is what makes the brand.
Right.
Yep.
And then he's going to play victim when the brand struggles.
Mm.
And he also has no idea where he is. That's why Joe Biden is his dad, Vince McMahon is his mom. Jerry Jones doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
No,
Sit down.
And
Sit your
gotta go.
ass down. Go
Jerry's gotta go,
somewhere and pay for some nice butt naked young ladies and sit the fuck down, Jerry.
I'm sorry.
Sit down.
At this point,
Sit
that's not,
down.
John, that's not going to help. He probably can't get it up without the money around him, and he's not going to
Listen,
make the
at
money
this
with
point,
He better
he got-
get one of them blue dolphins. He can afford it.
You better
Whatever.
Look, he better get there. Look here. How Shannon said, I got the response. I got the response. You better get a response.
Better
Get a
get some kale
response.
smoothies and get that
Get,
thing up.
get the thing up there and do your thing, cuz your son should be running the team anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody in his family should be running that team. It's
No,
over with.
but here's the thing. We have to stop criticizing players for speaking their fucking mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as fans, we have to support them doing it because if we're going to stand as true sports fans on the foundation that our players that we support, the players that we watch play every week, every game, whatever, are human, then we need to allow them to be human. Owners are not human.
No.
I don't see a single one of those motherfuckers as human.
No.
Nope.
The players. This is like the difference between the frontline employees at Walmart. Those are human beings. The nutsacks that sit in Bentonville, Arkansas, they're not human. Fuck them. And
I feel personally attacked if we're talking about the company I partially work for, Seven.
my mom's worked for Walmart multiple times. I've worked for Walmart a couple of times. Fuck
I
'em.
did once. I did once.
Customer
It's
service. Woo.
yeah, but that's the thing is like we have to get rid of this mentality. We have to be so overwhelmingly in support of our players speaking their truth that the owners can do nothing but shut up about it. Because as long as we as fans allow the owners that have the approach that Jerry has, that you don't question the pyramid, you don't question the man in the high chair. As long as we allow that to continue as fans, because we do have all the power. We actually do, especially in the age of social media.
Yeah. Not just that, but I mean, we can
you mean to tell you mean to tell me we can cancel Kevin Spacey, who was an amazing actor, because of the fact that he was getting handsy with people he shouldn't have been in situations he shouldn't have been. But we can't hold a man accountable for mistreating his employees and making them shut up and play.
Right.
You know, there was a business that just went through something like that where they got rid of their head owner and principal right controller because of shit he was doing, and that was WWE. Pretty similar guys between Vince McMahon and Jerry Jones. So, yeah. Follow Seven in battle.
Sit down. Jerry, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down in a nursing home. Eat your what is it? Tapioca pudding.
There you go.
Yep. Eat your tapioca pudding and just watch the TV, man. That's all you got to do.
Right, man.
While you're in the nursing home,
enjoy your life.
tell all the old geriatric women that you used to be the owner of the Cowboys. They'll come to your room, right? Situate you. Tell the nurses that you used to work for the Dallas Cowboys, right? I'm sure one of those ladies will be in there and be all smitten at you, right?
Yep. Give you a little sponge bath.
It is time.
Maybe try to get some of them spots off of his face.
Right? A sponge bath would be perfect. A sponge works just like the real thing, Jerry. It works.
They'll take the dentures out too.
Yep.
He could take his out too.
Yep.
Hey, baby, I did it too. Yeah.
Wait, you have my teeth. Hold on. Give me my
right. Oh man, that's
fucking disgusting.
Oh, are these your uppers or my uppers? I can't tell.
I can't tell.
That's a conversation I look forward to when I get married. It'd be over.
I can't tell what.
These yours or mine?
This tastes
God
like
damn it! I told you.
Oh,
yours
John.
is in the pig jar.
John,
Boy, never
this
doing
tastes
that
like
again.
dick. Oh, that's mine. Hold on.
I wouldn't. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, brother? I wouldn't trust Jerry to find a seat to go sit down in. What's up, Mo? How you doing, brother? It's good to have you here. What's up, Mo? If Spacey on the Cowboys, he'll still live in that. He's still living.
He's still living the here. Yeah,
living the here. The here. But
while we're talking about NFL, a report just came out. I guess there was a shooting in New York by NFL HQ. 5 have been reported dead, including an off-duty cop. This just came in from, it looks like a mix of ESPN news services as well as the Associated Press and ABC News. ABC News was told by police they believe the suspect shot up near the NFL headquarters building in New York. Then took his own life after he shot 4 people. So information is still coming in on that.
That pisses. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch on that. That just gets under my goddamn skin.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
I don't get
It's
it
been a
either.
weird week for the NFL. Yeah,
Weird
I
week.
agree, Kyle. Yeah,
Weird week, and it's about to get a little bit weirder. Deion Sanders was in the news. He did a press conference today to say he was cancer free after they removed his bladder. I'm glad to see that the brother's healthy. I thought it was going to be a press conference at first to say he was going to retire from coaching.
Yeah.
That's what I thought originally, but he's retiring. Not retiring, but he just reported that he's cancer free. So, and that's a good thing because the Buffaloes are gonna need him because that's a rough schedule coming up. Ooh, that schedule rough.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw the QB competition he got going. They don't know who to start, but yeah.
Man, that thing's gonna be crazy. But it's
I'm
all
gonna take
good.
some rest for Deion. If Kyler Murray can be a starting quarterback, I got a shot because he's shorter than me. I'll go take some reps for Deion. I'll hold that spot down for a year.
Yeah.
You
Before
would
again,
say something like that, 7.
I got another question. We sort of kind of talked about it a little bit on Coffee and Sports this morning. I want to get your guys' take. Is it too late for Sunshine Trevor Lawrence to make that next step this season?
Nope, it is not.
What you think?
Do I think he takes it? I would like to say yes. I like Sunshine. I think I would like to see him bring a certain mentality to Jacksonville. And my brother being a Jacksonville fan, I know that I know that he wants them to turn the page. But for starters, the AFC South I think will be a little bit tougher this year. I think Houston has something to prove with all the changes that they've made. Indianapolis will want to get back into the fight. Jacksonville completely dropped the ball last year. I'm hoping they turn it around, man.
7.
You know, I'm kind of he has the ability. Sunshine didn't get where he is because he doesn't have talent. But the problem for him has always been coaching. And he's not getting the right coaching. He did not land in the right situation. So we're not going to see that. He's going to, barring something crazy, he's going to turn into the next Ryan Fitzpatrick, the journeyman that bounces around from team to team every couple of years. Sometimes he's a backup. Sometimes he's a starter. Just depends on what's needed. And, but he's never going to be that guy. Maybe Sunshine just needs Coach Boone. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. But yeah, I want to see him succeed.
Yep.
The flashes that I saw of him and his potential, I think he can be a great quarterback. But I don't think it's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's not going to be in Jacksonville. He may find a resurgence somewhere else after he leaves Jacksonville. But I don't think Jacksonville is where it's going to happen.
He's got some talent on that team, though. With Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter.
Rev would have taken over by now.
But he's got Travis Etienne, Bixby. He's got some talent on that team.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. He should have, yeah.
John, you think it's too late for Sunshine to take that next step?
He's got the skill, but the biggest thing I see from Trevor Lawrence is his decision making. He also does have bad coaching, like Seven said. But the thing is, you can't fall in love with potential.
No.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
You can't win the Super Bowl.
It's never too late. I'm a person who always believes in somebody, especially with that type of talent and skill that he has. He's a legitimate, and he's a white dual threat quarterback. You don't see many of those.
That's a big rip.
I'm just saying.
Mo, you stupid. You stupid. Lamar is just a big
Oh.
rib.
Lamar got a 99 Madden rating, by the way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah,
I
and
don't think it's too late, but he needs to change teams.
He need to
does.
put that
He
thing
got to get
together.
out of
'Cause
there.
I've said it on this show, and I said it on Coffee and Sports. I'm tired of seeing the MVP not take that thing to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say he has to win it, but I'm tired of seeing him not getting to the big game.
But there's too much value in who the press likes for the regular season for the MVP.
Yeah.
Last year, it should have been Lamar over Josh Allen. A couple of years ago, it should have been Josh Allen over Lamar. Like this, we need to go back to the meaning of the award because it just, yes, with the meaning of the award, you could argue somebody like Pat, Josh Allen, or Lamar could be in the hunt every year. But we take away, we're taking away the value of receivers that have insane seasons. We're taking away the value of defenders that have elite years, catching a bunch of interceptions, getting a bunch of sacks, stuff like that. My problem is the MVP shouldn't have to be a quarterback, because sometimes the reason a team got as far as they did in their season, the wins that they got in their season, wasn't because of the quarterback. It was because a wide receiver, despite everybody knowing it's going to him, catches the ball every damn time. A defender,
Or Saquon Barkley is getting the ball, and yet nobody can stop him. Like I think Saquon should have won it last year.
Absolutely, there's an argument for that too, and you're 100% correct.
100% felt like Saquon should have got it, because I'm tired of quarterbacks getting the award all the fucking time.
It's not just a quarterback. It's not just a quarterback award.
True. Yeah,
and also I want to say, if Lamar Jackson is really deserving of a 99 Madden rating, ladies, I'm hung like these guys. I'm hung like these guys.
Yeah, you are. Wait, what? All I heard was hung like me, and I smiled.
No, I wasn't talking about you, Ando.
Madden is more rigged than a Slammy Award. Damn. I can't help but agree though. I can't help but agree. All right.
I don't know. There's part of me that likes the consistency that we have with the NFL. I don't know, man. Like, as of this day and age, if the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Ravens don't make the playoffs, I think something's up with the NFL. But I think it's high time we see new teams in. I think Jacksonville consistently should start making the playoffs. I think that'd be good. It puts a small market team that people don't really believe in, and if they can get a playoff win or two in, I think that changes the complexion of the NFL. Yeah, we need some change, man. We need some change in the NFL.
The league is set up for quarterbacks and receivers to shine. We know who gets most of the credit. True.
Well, that's the way the NFL changed. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, running backs were all the rage. And now it's a throwing league, so receivers and passers are going to be the ones that are highlighted.
Yeah. Real quick, hold on. What was this?
You like 10 teams to fall for them.
Real quick, WNBA news. I did want to pass along. My girl Cameron Brink is on her way back. The play against the Aces tomorrow night. Oh my gosh!
And we did have the New York Liberty absolutely fall apart.
Their pants.
Yeah, that was not great.
Cameron Brink, boy, that's a tall drink of water right there.
Yeah, she is. I'm not usually into blondes either, but holy potatoes, man.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm a little salty at Bam Adebayo.
Heck yeah,
man.
Heck yeah.
Is my girl.
What did Bam do?
He took Asia Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Bam. Good for you, sir. So now we can get Bam Wilson instead of Bam Adebayo. So when they get married, he'll take her last name. So.
Damn.
You say so, Endo.
Look, Adebayo or Bam Adebayo. See, I can't even say that. It's gonna be Bam Wilson, Bo. Bam Wilson. Let's go.
Get that diddly dee and some goddamn man.
Mo says Bam is winning in life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
100%.
Real quick. Yeah, he is. Now, we talked about Billy Donovan earlier, so we can just go ahead and skip that loser.
Yep.
God damn.
Loser, man, loser.
Fuck
How
it.
do you get how do you get rewarded for mediocrity every year? How?
He's got pictures or something.
He got more pictures than Dan Sorensen from the Chiefs. He got more
Yep.
pictures than him.
Yep.
He got something on somebody. I don't know. I would have been got rid of his ass.
I wouldn't have hired him in the first place.
Yeah, because you could have make a. He didn't do anything. He destroyed OKC.
Yep.
It took them years to rebuild.
Yep.
He tried to run him like Florida. That wasn't it.
Nope.
You had him like Florida.
He tried to run him like that
SG
Florida
now.
team he had for that championship. And then when he got there, that wasn't it.
Nope.
That's my boy GG. What's up? Pop, Phil Jackson, and Billy D. No, sir. We can't have that. No.
The day you put Billy D in the same conversation as Pop and Phil Jackson is the day I start a Fox Sports News Network show.
What you gonna do? Hide Joy Taylor?
Exactly.
And
They
it's
gonna
hide Joy
fire
Taylor
your
back?
ass too, man. Though.
What you gonna do?
Oh,
What
you
gonna
damn
do?
right. Joy Taylor going to be like my head.
You gonna hide her back?
show host.
You gonna hide Joy back?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. And you can best believe that I will have the cocoa butter on my desk in visible sight for everybody to see. It is going to be like that.
Don't tell everybody your business, and no.
No.
Look, what you guys think I use cocoa butter for is completely up to your imagination because I ain't going to say a damn thing about it.
Like I said, don't tell everybody your business.
But no,
Yeah,
it's-
You got to keep some
But-
things to
and
yourself.
I was talking to you guys. I was talking to you guys about it this
Don't
morning
matter.
on Coffee.
Oh my
what-
God! No, he didn't answer these questions. Who you guys a better coach, Billy Donovan or Ray?
Red Auerbach, obviously.
I'm done.
Dude, Gene, you have to be on
That
meth,
was
coke,
He's
speed,
trolling,
weed,
man.
Billy-
and absolutely drunk.
Ando,
I think that
and-
Billy Donovan is a better coach than Red.
He's trolling, man.
listen. Billy Donovan is the best thing to happen to the Chicago Bulls in the last 40 years.
That's a damn lie.
Yep. And Scottie Pippen was the best basketball
That's
player
a
on that
damn
Chicago
lie.
Bulls team,
That's
man.
a damn
He was.
lie.
He was.
no.
Absolutely.
That's
It
a
was
damn
Luke
lie.
Longley. It was Luke
Dennis
Longley.
Rodman was the best scorer on the
He
Chicago
just
Bulls.
lonely.
It was Luke Longley.
What
Luke
did-
Longley
what
was
did
the
that man
best center
say?
on. He was the best player on the team.
No, he wasn't.
He-
Dennis Rodman was the best player on that Chicago Bulls team, right?
He has
The
more
Chicago Bulls were about to get owned by the Houston Rockets, but they brought in Dennis Rodman from the Spurs, and that's why they won 3 more titles. You don't get
has-
72 wins without Dennis Rodman.
He has more pictures than Anthony Wheeler has pics on his phone. Mo, you stupid too. Whitlock with that peanut butter skin. That's wild. That is freaking wild.
How did Jason Whitlock get a show on Fox Sports?
He's a
Like
I
that
think-
dude is a peanut butter sandwich away from being a peanut butter sandwich, and that dude, like he and Perkins should have had a show that says "Don't
he
listen to
support-
us."
He supports the. I think he supports the Republican movement. That's how he got it. I
He
think.
does.
I think.
I
Named
don't
the
think.
Larry O'Brien the Billy Donovan Trophy after the extension.
Mo,
Damn.
Mo, the Bulls won
Yeah.
those 18 games without Rodman. Okay,
Billy
Rodman missed those
Donovan.
18 games, and the other team forfeited.
See,
Like,
CG, you know Gene trolling. Billy Donovan better than Vince Lombardi.
look, when they name a trophy after you, I'll
Oh.
start talking.
Oh my gosh. Man,
Even though Rodman missed
Rob
18 games.
Yo, the Bulls won those 18
Oh my
games
goodness.
because the teams forfeited, knowing that if they beat the Bulls, Rodman was just going to spray them all with hairspray and then
Oh,
change the
yeah.
hair color of every player. That's what was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
happen.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Luka Doncic was on the cover of Men's Health. It looks like he's getting himself together, ready for the season, ready to take the Lakers to the
No more
championship.
fat Luka.
Not.
No,
But-
dude, no. Luka's in some good shape, dude.
He is in good shape. I got to give Luka his props. I still
Yeah.
think the Lakers on a championship team. They're a playoff team. But they're not a
Well,
championship.
hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Rockets
If-
in 5.
If this Luka can increase his stamina and durability during the season, he doesn't get winded because now he's getting his conditioning in shape. That to have Luka on the floor for 40 minutes in better basketball shape than he was last year, That could be a different Lakers team we're looking at.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
I think Billy Donovan could beat Prom Mike 1-on-1.
100%, definitely.
Yep. I've seen him jump out the gym.
Getting in shape is great, but can he stay in shape? Yep.
And that's a reasonable question.
Might get him.
But here's the other thing. Luka's shape doesn't matter as much as him actually playing fucking defense. Yeah. If he still doesn't play defense, it doesn't matter. He can play 40 minutes a game.
Silicone on the other end. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's my thing. Is like I would much rather him be in shape where he's only playing 30, 35 minutes a game, but he's actually playing defense. That makes an impact.
Imagine he gets caught on the switch with KD every time.
Yep.
It's a bucket.
Oh, heck yeah. It's a bucket.
It's a bucket. Now, 100%.
Now you can make Marcus Smart, Luka, LeBron, Aiden. If you get the best out of those guys,
Marcus Smart.
But the only way they get the best out of Aiden, though, this is the thing. Again, I'm gonna say this again about Aiden. The only way you get the best out of him is if you get him to actually start playing fucking physical. You're probably right, because a cone at least redirects somebody. Most people just go right through him. And and that's what I'm talking about. And it's the same with Ayton. Ayton's got to be more physical. If he's not more physical, it doesn't matter.
Ayton,
you might as well just put him on
that little girl from the X-Men who can walk through walls.
Kitty Pryde.
Like you can just go right through that mofo every time. Like he's not even there. He's soft.
Who did you say?
He's soft baked cookies.
Who did you say was a walking turnstile on the Chiefs last season 7?
Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year. It was the year before. It was
year before last. Yeah.
Last year it was Jawan Taylor. He was a penalty merchant. He was collecting those things like they were Pokemon cards. Luckily, he's not going to be a problem this year because he's not on the Chiefs. So,
correction: Jawan Taylor is at training camp for the Chiefs.
He is.
That's serious.
Wow.
Sam, what you looking for?
Did he say he's got to hang himself?
Yeah,
this
that's exactly what he
said. Over under 23.5 game for LeBron and Smart to get it into an encore argument. I agree.
Oh, that's under. I'm taking the under on that every day.
I'm taking the under on that. I'm taking the under on that all day. He won't be a cone. Now he's cone
adjacent. You know what's adjacent to a cone? Another cone.
Yep. I got one more thing in the NBA, and then Seven, I'm gonna let you take over with baseball, and we'll wrap up. What are the Warriors gonna do with Jonathan Kuminga?
Doesn't matter. The team's still gonna run through Seth.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
You might add a little bit of defensive presence inside the paint. Until you can find a deal that gives you somebody better than Kuminga, you keep him.
2 for 12.
You have
from 3.
to.
2 for 12 from 3.
Because I mean, what you got? Draymond Green. You got Jimmy Butler.
Nothing.
Yeah.
My thing is this. I'll still put my trade. I'll still put my trade out there. I put it up here last week. I'll do it again. Give them. Hey, Warriors. We'll give you Vucevic.
Yeah. Vucevic and.
You know what? They can have Patrick Williams.
Yeah. Vucevic, Patrick Williams, and we'll give you both of our seconds next year.
Yep.
For Kuminga.
Yep. He could be this. He's not an alpha either. No. Don't get me wrong.
But what that does is that gives us a better chance at the first overall pick for next year.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because Kuminga ain't gonna push the needle for us, right?
No,
we might be the same playing team that we were last year, right? 9 or 10.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But I think with Vucevic, you add somebody that can stretch the floor inside the paint and out. Because Vucevic can hit the 3 consistently. So
you know what?
You put him on the Warriors, so that
you know
makes
what,
him a contender.
You know what, Mo? I wouldn't even mind that.
No. That's fine. Give us a first.
I wouldn't even mind that.
Yep.
Oh, dang. You had the keys to the sea and nobody's taking that trade.
Nope.
Kuminga has no trade value. Maybe a couple of 2s.
Yep. I would still take the 2s.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple 2s for Kuminga. Yeah. 2s, then. Oh shit! Damn.
How do they say it? A couple of 2s and cash considerations.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. There we go. All right. All right. Anything else I have here real quick? Nope. Nothing else that I have. All right, Seven. What baseball news you got for us today?
Really quick, rest in peace to Cubs legend Rhino Sandberg passed away today at the age of 65 after a long battle with cancer. Cubs are kind of my second team, man. You know, I went to their spring training stuff in Arizona a couple of times. Friends with a lot of Cubs fans. It's a great organization. I know how a lot of people really liked him. Seemed like a really nice guy, likable guy. Always had good stories about him. So, you know, to his family, to the people that cared about him, definitely my thoughts and prayers. But let's talk about the big story right now. There's two of them. Number one, I'm going to be named later. Vucevic and Patrick. Concession stand worker to be named later.
There you go.
Fuck it, I'll take the trade. Get me out of Chicago, please. I'll be a Warriors fan for a year.
There was announced that Emmanuel Clase today. Emmanuel Clase was placed on paid leave by Major League Baseball as part of a sports betting investigation.
Paid leave. So you've been investigated. So you, Adam, and I didn't mean to cut you off. So you're being investigated, but still getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of the collective bargaining agreement, unless they have something right off where they can just say, "Oh, nope, you did it." And I think one of the things that I've seen with this, and like I have a theory behind this, is there's concern that there's a deeper problem, and so you're pulling somebody out so that they're not there to stray the investigation while they look deeper into the problem. And maybe they find out that there wasn't anything involved.
Right.
They've got to be able to prove it, and that's what you said. Because like there's another kid, I can't remember, I believe it's Luis Diaz, I can't remember his name though. Another player that is currently on paid suspension over sports betting investigation. And it's I think the initial one is usually like 6 weeks, and then they kind of negotiate with the players union on extending it. He's still getting paid, but there is evidence to suggest something isn't right, but there's not enough evidence to prove that something is completely wrong.
Right. Got you.
So let me ask you guys this. If you're making millions of dollars a year as a professional athlete, and the biggest rule is don't bet on your sport, are you going to fuck that up? John?
No.
Nope.
Not
me.
So hold on.
Nope.
What sport am I playing?
Baseball. Or any sport.
So if I'm playing football, I can bet on any sport but football.
Yeah.
I can
literally any sport.
Any sport.
I'm not
so
fucking up with no amount of million. 1 million to 100 million. I'm not fucking it up.
Yep.
I can vote on women's pickleball
I've
as
been
long
through
as
too
I'm not
much.
playing women's pickleball.
Broke a lot of times. Like, no. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So
some of these guys, it could be
curling. But as long as I don't vote on football because I'm playing football.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure
I'm working on putting together a live show. I'm working on putting together a live sports show for down here in Wichita. And one of the guys that I'm talking to about being on the panel, he's a very avid sports bettor. Like he has spreadsheets where he's tracking things that players are doing every day across all sports that he bets on. And one of the sports that he bets on, crazy enough, is golf. Go bet on golf. You can bet that Scott Scheffler is going to be in the top 10, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to be fucking correct.
As long as you don't
It's
bet
not
on Happy Gilmore
hard.
being in the top 10.
Gene said evidence is simple. Crazy bets on his first pitch being a ball. They throw a pitch not even close and collect a check on the side.
And that's and that's the thing. And what pisses me off about these players that are doing this is you're collecting a check on the side, and when you get caught, your actual good check stops.
Yep.
Completely. And you could face penalties because that's still considered point shaving. You can still go to jail for it. And if they look at it as point shaving, that money you got paid, guess what?
Worthless.
Gone.
But
They're going to take
I
that
don't
too.
get it. Like, you make enough money to retire after you play out your contract in baseball.
After you played out your rookie deal, you have enough money to retire.
You should. Let me
You
say
should.
that.
You should.
You
Right. You
should.
should. Right.
So I don't get it. Why take all this side hustle and bustle? If you're gonna invest your money in some business, in some real estate, or whatever type of business you want to get into to invest your money,
And
I don't give a damn whether it's watches, whatever. Cool. But why bet?
Right.
Why do something to jeopardize possibly your family if you got one? But
Gene,
like,
and you know, you said gambling is ruining sports. It's not actually ruining sports, because here's the thing: gambling was still happening from the players. It was just somebody went to Vegas and placed the bet for them. It's just more obvious now that these things are going on, and
dude, there's
like
a
especially
trail
with
of
baseball.
betting.
There is. It's just quicker to get done. There's just less work behind the bet itself.
Right.
And if we look at baseball, just baseball as an example, not even talking about what's going on in the other sports, baseball has had issues with gambling since the late 1800s, early 1900s, like before the Black Sox, the 8 men out, the fixing the World Series, and was that 1918, 1919? It was a long thing before then. The reason that those guys were banned from baseball indefinitely for, up until Manfred lifted it a few months ago, was because they were making an example out of them because of the problem with gambling and fixing and stuff like that. The Pirates had a huge problem with it. There was a mob boss that basically ran the team. We've had on podcasting deferred back when what's it called? Back when you did winter meetings, the original baseball show. We've had on an author, baseball historian. His name is Ronald T. Waldo. He does a lot of books, and he's got an extensive amount of knowledge on things about the Pirates, really just baseball as a whole. But he has a lot of Pirates knowledge. And in his books, he tells a lot of stories about it. And if you go and look at his books, like there's, players were run off of the team because they wouldn't cooperate with the gamblers.
Right.
Like this was in the early 1900s. So it's not sports betting that's the problem. It's the fucking people. Emmanuel Clase was too stupid to realize that he was going to do something to fuck up his future. The other player that's currently on paid leave was too stupid to realize he was doing something to fuck up his future. You're making more money in the game than you ever will from fucking betting on baseball.
Ever.
Even with complete control. Because just as the first pitch is going to be a ball and it goes outside. Some guy goes for it and sends it fucking yard. Guess what? Your team is fucked. It happens sometimes. Somebody will just swing at something because they've already decided before you start your windup that they're swinging on that first pitch. But they correct and they send that ball into the stratosphere. There is no such thing as a guarantee. And these players need to get yourself an interpreter you can throw into the bus. I mean, honestly, if you're going to bet on baseball, have a fall guy. Every rich person has a fall guy. Every smart rich person has a fall guy when it comes to shit like this.
Yeah.
It is that person's job. Look, I'm going to give you millions of dollars. You're going to be the most comfortable person in jail you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is
white
just
collar
do
crime.
what I tell
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
You'll be fine.
Kyle said I
Make the
can make
lead
the
minimum.
lead. I can make the lead minimum, and I'm still not going gambling and mess up my bad. Exactly.
Like
Sure ain't.
I had my dream job. I didn't want to be a professional baseball player. What I wanted to be was a bullpen catcher. A bullpen catcher is not on the actual roster. They make $200,000 a year to help pitchers warm up, and the rest of the time they hang out with the team. They eat all the same places. They get all the other same benefits, but they don't have to go on the field.
Mm.
And I could be making that $200,000 a year to warm up pitchers, and I'm still not betting on baseball. I'll go lose $50,000 a year on the Chiefs.
Hell yeah.
But I'm not betting on baseball.
That.
Right. All right.
It's about the person. This is doing is showing us who's too stupid to know how to not get caught. That's all it's showing.
There you go.
Just to make sure I understand this right, right? I'm
Common
playing
sense to
football.
go a long way.
I can bet on the Chiefs, right? If I'm playing football, I can bet on the Chiefs.
No.
No.
Ah, fuck. I guess I'm going to jail. Son of a bitch.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, Aaron Judge, one of the best, arguably one of the better players in baseball. Certainly Shohei's probably the best right now, but Aaron Judge, one of the best players in baseball, is now on the injured list. He has a flexor strain in his throwing hand, and in the elbow of his throwing arm. This is a precursor to the fact that he's going to have to get Tommy John surgery. Realistically, and what's going to happen is he's going to be a DH for the rest of the season, so that he can at least try to help with his bat. Once he gets off of the 10-day, they're going to try and rest it just so that he can get through and hit. He's not going to be throwing. He's not going to be playing in the field. And then after the Yankee season is over, Aaron Judge will get Tommy John surgery, and he will be out for most of next year. He'll come back and hit probably closer to the playoffs, but he's going to have to take time to recover. And learn how to hit, deal with the pain, stuff like that, and actually heal.
So we're looking at him not being back, truthfully, to what? After the All-Star break? Next season?
Realistically, might depending on when they do the actual surgery, June, July is probably realistic. All-Star break is probably isn't unreasonable. But he won't be an outfielder again until, let's see, the 2027 season. I would say early to mid 2027 season is when he'll play the field again. But because of his age, he might not. He might just stay at DH.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's a DH, you can't push her a fly ball.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. That is very true. So we are just a couple of days away from the trade deadline in the MLB. It's Thursday, 4:00 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I will be live on TikTok on Thursday, starting at about 1 Eastern, going over trades, announcing any last-minute stuff as it happens, and making some predictions to the end of the season, following the way that the trade deadline happens.
Right.
Wednesday night, though, we have Greg Rawlings, host of the We Don't Know Sports podcast, that will be coming on a podcast named Deferred. That is Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. If you're seeing this show, you will be able to see podcast named Deferred on Wednesday. We'll be talking about baseball, all of the big trades that have come up in the MLB, but also going to be talking to Greg about his show and his knowledge. He's a baseball historian too. He knows a lot about the game. I can't wait to talk with him. But yeah, it's going to be a good show.
Good get. All right, let's go around the room, finish things up before we get on out of here. John, got anything you want to hit up before we roll out for the night?
Yeah, I got something to say about an ex-basketball player.
Uh-oh.
What's it, Dante? However you say his name?
Dante Jones?
Stay out your butt, boy. Stop sniffing other people's ass.
Oh!
Wiping shit on hotel walls. You would never be allowed in here again. You too old for that. My 4-month-old daughter don't dig in her butt.
Remember, y'all, parental advisory is advised.
I'm so goddamn serious.
No, it's
like that's a disease. Like you mentioned
he is though. He's a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time. This has been a problem. Yeah. He is a registered sex offender.
But who is in his own butt? Like
who is
why?
this?
The serial butt sniffer.
That's
I can
what
just
they
type
call
in serial butt sniffer and that's who's going to come up?
Yep.
What's this dude's name? He played in the NBA?
Yeah.
He got ears like an elephant. Like
he can hear you fart from 2 states over. That's how big his ears are.
Yeah.
Oh well, fuck, man. Remind me to hold my gas now. Deontay Jones. Okay. That dude's just wiping shit on the walls in hotel rooms now?
I just said that.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Stay out your butt, boy.
I hope he gets the help he needs.
Ain't
like
nothing in there for you.
Dante Jones, yeah.
That's all I had to say. Cause that was eating me up. I seen that earlier. I say that's a nasty son of this shit.
I hope he gets the help he needs, but at the same time,
mental illness.
Get the help you need, brother.
Get the help you need, man. Get the help you need. Ando, what you got to say to finish this up tonight?
I know Seven probably will talk about it on the podcast name deferred this week if he didn't last week. Shout out to the Mariners, Hall of Famer Ichiro making it to the Hall of Fame this last Sunday. While the Mariners were getting absolutely killed by Kyle Hendricks and the Angels 4-1, Ichiro was getting his, I will say, rightful spot in Coopersville or Cooperstown?
Cooperstown.
Cooperstown. I was about ready to say Canton, but that's the wrong sport. But no, over 3,000 hits in his career, and didn't start hitting in Major League Baseball until 2000, until
He was 27 when he
2001
came to Major League
at the
Baseball.
age of 27. So, shout out to him. I know the Mariners are retiring his jersey and technically Randy Johnson's as well. Home
They were going to
game
do
in
both of them
August.
this year. Randy Johnson
Yep.
said he would not do it until next year because he wanted Ichiro to have his own day.
Yeah, so Ichiro and then eventually Randy Johnson will both have their 51s retired. Super proud
saw
as a
that,
Mariners fan that Ichiro got inducted. There isn't a whole lot for Mariner fans to be happy about. I think this is one of the things that we as Mariner fans are very proud of. Much earned. You deserved it. And have fun in the lulls of history, my friend.
Yes.
Anything else
So
you wanna
Hall
get
of Fame,
together?
it was Ichiro, Billy Wagner, and
CC
CC Sabathia.
Yeah.
He just now
if you get a
getting
chance, it's and
Wow.
He's been eligible for He's been eligible for years.
I was about to say, man, he
so
damn.
What teams did
for
he
those
play
of you,
for? He played for what? The Tigers,
Yankees.
the Yankees, the Tigers.
Mhm.
There was one other team that he played for a year. Brewers?
Mariners,
I
I
use the
think.
Brewers,
Was
yeah.
it Mariners?
No,
Brewers?
CC didn't play for the
Brewers?
Mariners.
One of the Mariners. Okay.
They
No.
delayed the
Yeah,
Red Sox
it's-
games to the bottom of the ninth.
Yep, they're up
They
4-3
win it,
the Twins right now, bottom of the ninth. There was a lot of rain coming down because I was kind of watching it while we were talking. It's a good game. But I wanted to close with, yes, well, watch the Hall of Fame speeches. Ichiro's especially, because Ichiro was hilarious. He was great. But watch all of them. David Parker was one of the elder members that was elected into the Hall of Fame. His son, because he passed in June. His son was there in his place today, or in his place yesterday, and read a poem that his dad wrote. Like it was great. Like it's really worth going back and watching. Also, I wanted to close with this. I will soon be buying a Bryce Harper jersey because yesterday Robert Manfred was in the Phillies locker room. Manfred holds a meeting with each team at least once a year. It was something he started in an effort to improve the relationship with the players. And Bryce Harper got into his face and told him get the fuck out of the locker room. So I will be buying a Bryce Harper jersey because.
Hey,
That's
I didn't
awesome.
know Bryce Harper watched our show because we say that every single week. Fuck Rob Manfred.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's a big fan of our show. He's a
Every
big
single
fan.
week,
Love it.
fuck Rob Manfred.
Love it.
Fuck him. Fuck Rob Manfred. Fuck Jerry Krause. Fuck Jerry Jones.
Brewers, Indians, and Yankees were the three teams that Sabathia played for.
Yep.
It was the Brewers. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, because he played for the Indians from 01 to 08, got traded from the Indians to the Brewers for a single year, and then finished out from 2009 to 2019 as a Yankee.
Hell of a pitcher. Hell of a pitcher.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
What are
All
you
right, you
ending
guys.
with today, Will?
Oh, you will see me tomorrow without this thing because my dare challenge is over.
Yay.
My dare.
Wait. I can bet on that, right? I can bet that Will be wearing that tomorrow.
No, Will
Yes.
won't be wearing this tomorrow.
Okay, so what you're saying is if I want to lose money, say you're
Oh,
wearing it
God.
tomorrow.
So I'm wearing this tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, if you want to lose money, say I'm wearing because I ain't wearing this tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be on Coffee and Sports tomorrow morning at 9 right here on Wide to Wide Network. It's going to be myself and Mo bring you the latest in sports news and topics. And there's nothing else. I want to say thank you for everybody in the chat. Appreciate that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What'd he say?
Will has his Billy
Yeah. Oh man. But I just want to say thank you for everybody being out tonight. We do appreciate you. Wire to Wire, thank you for coming through on the chat. I want to say thank you to everybody on panel. We appreciate you. And I'll see you guys again next week. Have a great week, guys, and take care.